Emmanuel, you're alive. Emmanuel, you can speak. You're alive.
Yeah. Hello, hello. Hello, good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's session. Hope we are all doing fine. Let me know in the chat section. Hello, 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 hello. Please, someone should confirm if you can hear me. Just let me know. If you are here with me, please just leave a comment in the chat section. Let me be sure we are all here. Hello. Do I have anybody here? Yeah. Hello. Hello. Okay. Good morning. Good morning, Gale. Gale, good to have you here on the call with me this morning. How are you doing? Let me know. Hope you are doing good. And yes, please reach out to others. Let them know that this session is on. Okay. Just copy the link, share with them. Let them know that we are live already on YouTube. Okay. So, Gale, let me know, how are you doing? How has it been so far? And yeah, today is your first session. Today is your first session, and we are going to look at how we can build a brand and sell online. Yeah. So I just want to know who else is here. Just please leave a message in the comment section. Yeah. So I'm with you. Gale, feel free to interact, right? Feel free to interact. So we are all here together. I'm still waiting for our responses. No one is saying something. Gale, hope you can still hear me. Please confirm that. Okay. So I will be waiting for your response. Hello, everyone. Feel free to introduce yourself and drop your comments in the chat, okay? So, we are just waiting for a few more to join the call before we get started, okay? So, feel very free, drop your comment in the chat section. Let us know where you're joining from and possibly how you're doing, okay? All right. Okay. So, I think we should just start, right? Let's just start. Sorry for the delay. We were just giving a few more time for others to join. Um, all right. Who is ready for today's session? If you're ready, just let me know in the chat section. Give me a yes so that I know that I should start. Okay. You shouldn't wait again. Give me a yes in the chat section. Who is ready for today's session? Okay. All right. So today we are going to look at how we can build a brand and sell online. So my name is Emmanuel. I'm a bilingual trainer with Impactor, and I'm happy to be your facilitator for today. So yes, today is our first session, and just stay with me, maximum 1 hour, then we will be done with today's session. So build your brand and sell online. Let's look at what we have for today. We have a lot of things that we are going to look at in today's session. We'll start by learning what a brand is and why our brand should be online, right? Then we'll proceed by finding our relevant target audience and then generating sales on social media. Okay, so um, I have a question here. I love when my sessions are very, very engaging. Okay, so I want to ask, how are you currently making your business known online? How are you currently making your business known online? Do you have a business? If yes, how are you currently making your business known online? Please let me know. Okay, how are you doing that? So I'm in the chat section. I'm looking at our comments. How are you currently making your business known online? Please send your responses coming. There are no wrong answers, please. So how do you currently do that? Do I still have people on the call? Please let me know how you currently make your business known online. And if you don't have a business, you can as well let me know, oh, I don't have a business yet, so that we can just move ahead. So I need to know the audience whom I'm, communicating with. Hi, so sorry for the inconvenience. I've just been informed that um, most people didn't get the link to the training, and so we are going to exercise patience and wait for them. It will be needless of moving on when the training was supposed to be by 12, right? There was a miss communication in terms of the time. So please, let's exercise patience. All right. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's session. Good to have you all on the call this afternoon. Hope you are doing great. I can see some people saying, can't hear you, no sound, no sound. I hope you can hear me now. Please let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? So I need to be sure you all can hear me. I can hear you. Okay, that's fine. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kiwame. Yeah, perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Actually, I was already here on the call. That was by 11 a.m. So I got to know that there was a miscommunication on the time. Okay. So we had to wait for every other person to join. So once again, good to have you all here on the call with me, this afternoon. So my name is Emmanuel. I'm a bilingual trainer with Impact Hub. And yeah, today we are going to look at how we can build a brand and sell online. Okay, how we can build a brand and sell online. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Stay with me, and we are going to have a very wonderful session today. So I would like to know how many of us have a brand. You have a brand? Just let me know. I want to see a yes. I want to see no in the chat section, so that I will know how well to get started. I will know that I'm speaking to those who do not have a brand at all, those who do not even know what a brand is, but those who knows, what a brand is. Okay. So I want to know the audience whom I'm, communicating with. You have a brand? Okay. Olivia is saying yes. Uh, Chanda Piwa says yes. Jacqueline says yes. Digital Boss says yes. Lazarus says yes. Okay, thank you so much. I think I have a lot of people that, you know, have a lot of us own brands. Okay, that's good. Okay, at least I've seen a no. Okay, so I'll also start from from the grassroots to give my explanations. Okay, Gorata says no. Okay, I don't have a brand, but willing to have one. Okay, that's from Wame. All right, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone that's here on the call with me. And yeah, we are going to have a wonderful session today. Thank you for the engagement. I love actually when my sessions are engaging. So keep your comments coming. If you have any question, don't hesitate. Leave your questions in the chat. Okay. All right. So let's see what we have for today. We are going to start with what a brand is and why should our brand be online. So we are going to start with this. What's a brand? Why should it be online? And then we'll proceed further to looking at how we can find our relevant target audience. Okay, so we will now learn how to find our relevant target audience. And lastly, we will learn how to generate sales on social media. Okay, so these are the areas in which we are going to pay attention to as long as today's session is concerned. Okay, so um, before we get into knowing, what is a brand and why should our brand be online, I have this question to ask once again. How are you currently making your business known online? Let me know. For those of us who said we have brands, at least I saw a lot of yes. A lot of yeses in the chat section. So please let me know how you currently make your business to be known online. How do you do that? Someone is saying volume. Let me be sure it's not from my end. Is anyone else having troubles hearing me? You can as well let me know. Okay, if you're having troubles hearing me, you can as well let me know. But I'm not sure it's from my end. So, Molopo. I don't know if I'm getting that pronunciation quite well, but please, if I'm not, pardon me. Yeah. Just confirm the audio is from the audio problem is from your side. Okay. Thank you so much. Donkas says the audio is fine from her end. I can hear you clearly. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so the question was, how are you currently making your business, right, to be known online? How are you currently doing that? Which channels are you using? So let me read out a few responses. I've seen here, sadly, not all yet. Okay. Um, Facebook, TikTok, and WhatsApp. That's from Ratile. I've seen here from Jacqueline, Facebook and TikTok. Jack says just posting on Facebook and WhatsApp. Okay. Wazi says audible. Okay, that's fine. Thank you so much. Uh, uh, Puskas, please sorry if I'm not getting your names well. Please just pardon me. uh, Puskas says Facebook and TikTok. Tumi says perfectly audible. Okay, thank you so much for that. Amadou says hello, joining from Burkina Faso. Oh, Amadou, you're welcome to today's session. Okay, Moloko says yes, I can hear you. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so please still keep your responses coming. Jacob says Instagram and WhatsApp. Okay. Tumi says WhatsApp. Okay. Uh, Dunka says Facebook and WhatsApp status. Okay, that's fine. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Thank you for your responses. They are actually very, very encouraging, and I feel like I have people that are engaging me. So I will actually give out my best. Okay, that's fine. Whichever the platform you're using, it could be Facebook, it could be WhatsApp, it could be Instagram, it could be X, it could be you're using a website, right? So whichever platforms you're using to engage with your customers, the goal remains the same. Why we are there is because we want to make sales, right? Why we are on these platforms is because we need traffic, we need engagement, we need comments, we need all of those things, right? That's why we are here. So the goal always remains the same. Okay. All right. So let's move further. I have a second question. What advantages has the online presence, brought to your business? So we are all online. We are using different platforms. Some of us said we are using Facebook. Some are using WhatsApp. Some are using Instagram. Some are using TikTok. Right? I saw TikTok. Some are using the radio. I saw someone said radio and TV station. Right? Those are traditional forms of marketing. Wow, that was good. That was from Olivia, Facebook, LinkedIn, TV, radio, and email. That's a good one. So those are traditional forms of marketing using the TV, the radio, the billboard, mouth to mouth, and the rest. Okay, but that's still cool. But now, for those of us who are online, what has the online presence brought to your business? Okay, I see here from uh, Motsomi says, I reach more customers using few adverts. Yeah, that's true. So, actually, one of the benefits of being online is that you have access to wider range of audience. Okay, you know, who else? What other advantage has the online presence brought to your business? Let me know. Any other person, at least a seconder, so that we'll move further. Any other advantage that the online presence has brought to your business? So for being online, this is what I've been able to achieve. This is what I have seen. This is what I have, right? So for being online, please list out those advantages for me. It's also easy to interact with my customers and they can learn from others who are interested through comments and questions. Thank you so much. Uh, Motsomi says, says it's also easy to interact with your customers as long as you are online as a business, and that's a very great one, right? Angel says awareness of brand. Yeah, when you're online, you're able to create awareness because I'm here in Nigeria. You can be anywhere in the in different parts of the world, right? Like someone who was joining from South Africa, someone here is joining from Botswana. So I could see your adverts. I'm here in Nigeria, but I could see your ads, right? Could see whatever you're posting on your platforms. These are the advantages of being online, as a business. There's also financial advantage. It's not as expensive as the traditional means of, yeah, financial. That's a very good one, right? Thank you so much, Wetu. That's a very beautiful one. So you don't get to spend much when you are online as a business. Okay. It helps me understand my customers through things. I've lost that. Okay, through things like face feedback reviews. Okay, that's a great one. We'll talk about that. I'm really enjoying this session because you guys already have an idea of how all these things are going. Okay, new customers can be reached not only locally but sometimes internationally. Yeah, yeah, that's a very good one. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So the online presence has a lot to offer to us as long as we have a business online. Wider range, no one is wrong from all the responses that you've given. We have wider range of audience. We reach more customers both internationally and locally. We get traffic for those of us who are already engaging with websites, right? We have traffic to our websites because we are online as a business. We gain traction, awareness, popularity, and all of that. So these are the advantages that the online presence has given to our business just for being online. Okay, but let's just start from the grassroots. Let's start from scratch. Before you even think about all these benefits that the online presence brings to our business, first let's try to understand what a brand identity is for those of us that do not have brands, right? Already some of us, we already have brands and we have already gone ahead like having followers, this, that, traffic, but for those of us who want to start, even if you have started already, there are some things you still have to put into place. Am I right? Now let's understand what's a brand identity. That's the beginning, right? What's a brand identity? Now, brand identity, these are the visible elements of a brand. We talk about the colors of a brand. We talk about the design of a brand. We talk about the logos of a brand, right? Now, these things are going to distinguish your brand from someone else's brand, right? So these are the things that will make you stand out. Okay? So that's what makes up a brand identity, your logos, your design, your colors, right? Now, these things come up in the minds of your audience. So when they see your brand, they see your colors, they know, right? Look at your screen right now. You discover that Impactor, as an organization, we have our own logo. We have our own colors. Okay, so you can see the orange blood and the yellow color coming up and going. You can see our logo coming up and going. So when your audience see this, they are able to differentiate your brand with someone else's brand. Brands like Facebook, you can easily distinguish them. Brands like Instagram, you know them. Even without the name written on it, you know that, oh, this belongs to Facebook. This belongs to MTN. You see yellow color. The first brand that comes into your mind is MTN, right? So these are the things you have to put into place. Do you have a brand color? Do you have a logo for your brand? Do you have designs for your brand? Okay, this makes up a brand identity. Okay, are we together? If you have any questions, don't hesitate, leave them in the chat section. Okay, my eyes are in the chat and I won't miss out on any question. All right, let's move further. Let's talk about a very important point as long as branding is concerned. Okay, most people only focus on, their brand identity. I know it's very good to put your concentration on your brand identity, your colors, all those things that will make your brand so unique. It's very good to focus on that. But how about your consumers' complete experience? Do you also consider that? This is also an important part of branding, a consumer's complete experience. And what do we mean by that? Okay, let me give you this example so that you understand better. Let's say in your environment, everybody is hyping a particular brand. Or let's say you have a restaurant in your, in your environment that everybody's talking about. So you hear from the left, everybody's saying, this restaurant, they are new, they are doing this, they are that. And you wish to visit that particular restaurant because of the hype, right? One day you decide to just go there just because of what everybody's saying about this restaurant. When you get there, you also see it for yourself that, oh, what people are saying is truly true, right? So the interior and exterior part of their restaurant looks so unique, so great, everything so cool. You go inside, the ventilation, the setting, and you just get wowed. But when it gets to a point where you order for a meal, right? They bring in the meal for you and you start enjoying your meal. But at a point, you discover that inside this meal, there is something disgusting. Let's say you discover there is a cockroach inside the meal, or let's say you discover there is a maggot or anything that will just piss you off, right? Now, what is that experience that you're going to have after that moment with this brand that everybody was hyping, everybody was saying good things about, right? So the consumer's complete experience is very important. Now, what's that impression you're creating in the minds of your audience, both with your product, both with your services, right? Both with the things you do, how you treat them, your customer services. That consumer's complete experience is very unique. Okay, so what's that impression you're creating in the minds of your audience? Believe me, if I'm the one, after that day, when I leave that restaurant, I will never go there. Even if someone offers to give me free meal, I will never go there, right? Because of that experience that I've just gotten from them. Okay. So, in as much as you focus on building a strong brand identity, focusing on your colors, those things that will make your brand so unique, please also consider putting in place what will make your audience feel so unique about your brand. Okay, let's move further. Let's look at the factors to consider when building a brand. What are those factors we need to consider? First, you have to choose a brand name. You have to choose a design that has to do with the logo, right, for your brand. You have to focus on the colors, shapes, and other visual elements of your brand. Then you have to craft a language in your advert, and then you have to train your employees. These are the factors you need to consider when starting out the brand. Okay, so if I would want to ask, do you have a name for your brand? Okay, do you? Now, do you have a logo for your brand? Because these are the things that will make you stand out, right? So imagine someone coming to ask you the name of your brand, and you start thinking. Sometimes you don't even know. Sometimes you don't even have one, but you're selling online, but you don't have a name, right? And funny enough, there are people that when they want to pick a name for their brand, they will pick funny names, right? Names that people cannot easily remember. Okay, let me use someone's name here. I'm not making fun of your name, but okay, let me just use someone's name here. Let me go with who will I pick now? I'm looking for someone's name that is very difficult to pronounce. Okay, let me go for Chandapiwa Montowamundi Montowam. Okay, please let me just go with your name, right? Now, let's say you want to create a brand out of your name. Okay, now imagine picking a name like Chandipiwa Montowa Mondimo, right? First of all, the name is too long. Okay, it's very long and it's going to be very difficult for your audience to remember that. Already, I have the name before me, but I've already forgotten what I read, right? Because it is too long. Okay, so even if you want to craft a brand name out of your name, you can make an acronym or you can just abbreviate it, right? And still have a good brand name, still related to your name. Okay, so that's one mistake a lot of people do. They go for names that are not easy to be remembered by their audience. Look at brands like TikTok. Who will forget TikTok? Just, few letters. Instagram, Facebook, MTN, right? Okay, look at brands like KYC. Do you know that KYC is just an abbreviation of Kentucky Fried Chicken? A lot of people don't know that, right? But they just picked out the first letters, Kentucky Fried Chicken, right? So you have to pick a name that is good for your brand and easy to be remembered. Okay? Now, a logo. Do you have a logo for your brand? There are, there are sites that you can create free logos for your brand. A lot of people do complain, oh, I don't have the funds to pay someone to design a professional logo for me or to do this, but there are sites. If you go to canva.com, www.canva. Let me see if I can drop the link, www.canva.com. So if you get to canva.com, Canva will give you a free logo for your brand. Okay, so all you need to do is when you visit canva.com, you will see so many free logo templates on the platform. So you customize it. When you customize and by customizing, I mean changing the name that's there, the color that's there, and other write-ups that are on those free logo templates, and then you download it and you have a logo for your brand. Okay, so don't have a brand without having a logo. It's very important. Remember, these are the elements that will distinguish your brand from someone else's brand. Okay, now the colors. Do you have a color for your brand? And before you even think of having colors for your brand, you have to understand color psychology, right? What do we mean by color psychology? Colors that match each other. Not all colors match each other. You see some people, I saw one brand sometime like that. He was using up to about 8 colors just for one brand. 8 colors. White is already a general color. So when you're mixing, let's say you have 2 colors already, additional to the general one, which is white. Look at Impactor's color. We have only 2, which is the hush blood and the yellow. But you will see white on the background, on the background, right? Because it's already a general color. So when you mix up so many colors, it doesn't speak good about your brand. Okay, I think the brand had about 8 colors: green, yellow. I saw green, I saw yellow, I saw black, I saw what other color did I see, and so many other colors. But I counted it was up to green, which was not good. So in the minds of your audience, you're already creating this impression that you don't even know what you're doing. Okay. All right. Craft a language in your adverts. Have a language you address your audience. Okay. Have a language you always address your audience. Okay. Look at MTN. Everybody knows MTN. Each time we used to receive, I don't know if they are still doing it now, I'm not too sure, but each time you receive a message from MTN, the first thing you will see is um, hello yellow. They called their customer yellow. Dear yellow, hey yellow. So that's a language that will single you out, right? So each time I see hello yellow, even if I don't see the caption, like the heading as MTN, the message coming from MTN, I will know that, oh, this message comes from MTN because I saw yellow in it and they call all their customers yellow. So craft a language in your advert. Know how you address your audience. Okay? Now train your employees to interact well with customers. If you have a team, not because you are employing a professional to work with you and you think because this person is a professional, he knows everything. You have to train them. Your team or your organization has a standard, right? Has a plan, has a way they are working towards with, right? So train them to also follow suit. Okay, so why online? We have been speaking all this grammar, but why should we be online? I know already a lot of us, we have already spelled out reasons and those benefits why the online presence is good for our business, right? So let's just look at a few of them as well, why we need to be online as a business. So you can buy and sell, can buy from your suppliers and sell to your customers. That's one of the benefits of being online as a business. And you can reach out to your customers from different places, different part of the world, right? Also one of the reasons why we need to be online as a business. So someone must not be in your location before you can reach out to them. They can be anywhere, right? So you can reach out to your customers from every part of the world. And then you can research your competitors. Also, one of the good reasons for being online as a business. If you're selling shoes, you're selling bags, you're selling clothing, you're not the only you're not the only person doing that, right? You're not the only person doing that. So you have to, research your competitors in this space. By researching them is basically following them on the channels in which you are. Follow them on Facebook if you're on Facebook. Follow them on Instagram if you're on Instagram. Now the reason is so you see the kind of content they are posting, the way they are engaging with their customers. You're just starting, right? So, and you guys are sharing the same audience. So you have to look at the kind of content they are sharing on their platforms. Oh, they are sharing this kind of content and they are having this kind of views. They are having this kind of comments, right? So you should adopt that pattern, put it in your own branding style, and then publicize it in your own platforms. Then you have access to advertising when you're online as a business. So if you're on Facebook, marketing on Facebook, you can run ads on Facebook. That's Facebook ads. You're on Instagram, marketing on Instagram, you can run Instagram ads. You have a website, you can run, ads on Google with your website. So the online presence gives us all these advantages. And then a couple of other benefits that you have, you're 24/7 available. When you're online as a business, the availability of being online is 24/7. Okay? So this is not applicable to the situation we have when you're running a physical store. Okay? If you have a physical store, let's say you open by 8 a.m. and you close by 6 p.m. and someone comes to your store, let's say by 7 p.m. when you must have closed. So you have already lost out on that customer, right? You have lost out on that customer because the customer can't reach out to you because you have closed at the moment. But when you are online, even if you get to your house, you have a store, you have closed, and you go back to your house, someone can still reach out to you. Oh, I saw you. You posted this on your WhatsApp status. You posted this on your Facebook platform. You posted this on this channel. Please, can you reserve this for me? Right? So you are 24/7 available when you're online. Then there is this low operating cost. Someone earlier mentioned that you don't get to spend much. That's true. Compared to the traditional form of marketing, which has to do with visiting the TV station, visiting the radio station, using billboards to publicize your product and services, this can be very, very costly. Very, very costly. But when you are online as a business, you don't get to spend much. Oh. You don't spend much. So let's say I have new products. I use WhatsApp for my marketing, right? I have new product in stock. What do? I pick my mobile device, I start taking pictures of those products. I go to Canva. Canva is a very good platform. I edit these products on Canva, right? And I download them. I share them on the platform. I share them on Facebook. I share them on Instagram. I share them on WhatsApp. There you go. You don't pay anything, right? Your you keep on running your organic content, sharing your organic content on each of these platforms without paying. Then let's now talk about going to the radio station, to the TV station, even using billboards, right? So you design a flex today, tomorrow new product come into your store. You still have to repeat the process and pay those people doing all these things. Okay, there is this better customer support when you're online as a business. So you can support your customers in a very good way when you're online. Customer buys a product from you, can't use it, gets to the house, the customer can reach back to you, call you on WhatsApp, call you on Facebook. Oh, I bought this product. Please, can you assist me? Can you make a video demo for me? Let me see how this product is being used. So you can support them and assist them in a more unique way. Okay, so where can you be as a business? Where can you be as a business? So we have talked a lot on being online as a business. Now, where can you be? When you come online, you have decided to use the digital space for marketing. Now, which platforms? First, we have social platforms, social media platforms. And examples of social media platforms, we look at Facebook is one of them. Instagram is one of them. WhatsApp is one of them. TikTok, X, formerly called Twitter, is one of them. Snapchat, we have Pinterest, so many other social media channels that you can use to market your product and services, right? Sorry about that. So we have so many social media channels that you can use to market your product and services, right? So you just have to figure out which channel should you go for. Okay. All right. So now we have websites for those of us who are using websites to communicate with our audience. We have websites, so you can use websites to interact, generate traffic, and have results that you want. Then for those of us that said, we have people that always say, I would love to use a website, but I do not have the funds to pay someone who can design a professional website for me. Don't worry yourself. We have some sites that you can go and create a free website for yourself. We talk about sites like WordPress.com, Wix.com. These are sites that you can visit to have a free website. So when you get there, these are just like website templates, right? So you customize those website templates and then you have a free website for yourself. Are we together? Let me see if I can drop the link. Wix.com, www.wix.com. You can do the same for WordPress.com, www.wordpress.com, www.sites.google.com. So these are all sites that you can basically visit and have a free website for yourself. Okay, we talk about business directories. Business directories is also one of the platforms where you could be as a business. And an example of a business directory is the GMB profile, the Google Business Profile, Google My Business. I don't know how many of you are familiar with Google My Business Profile. So now a business directory, these are online stores, right? Online stores where you could just, or online sites where you could just visit and have contact information of all organizations, their website, their name, whatever information you need about that organization, you'll find them on a business directory. So let's say you have an organization in mind, or maybe you visit a particular city and you don't know how to locate a particular organization that that deals with, let's say, plumbing materials, or maybe painting, organization. Let's say you just moved into a particular place, you want an organization that can, or an industry that can help you paint your apartment, right? So you can visit a business directory, right? When you visit the business directory, search for painting industries. Then you will see a list of organizations that would appear that offers these services, right? So basically, you pick one of them, copy their contact detail, their email, and reach out to them. That's a business directory. So you can create one. You can create an example of a business directory for yourself by going to Google My Business Profile. Now, I don't want to dwell much on that because your third or fourth session, you're going to talk on the GMB profile. It's a single and separate session on its own. So you are going to talk more on that. All right. Okay, the last one now is the e-commerce. Talk about the e-commerce. Is also a platform that you can sign up on and start showcasing your products and services. We have a lot of e-commerce platforms depending on your country. I know over here in Nigeria, we have Jumia, which is one of the most visited e-commerce platforms. We have Amazon, we have eBay. I don't know about the country in which you are. I'm sure you should also have Jumia over there, which is widely known, right? So leverage on any of these e-commerce platforms and then start showcasing, your business. How we are together. Any questions? Please feel free to leave your questions in the chat as we have come to our first pause for questions. So let me pause here and answer the questions in the chat. Okay, Canva is good. Yes, from Gambule. Thank you so much. Canva is good, so good. You can do a lot with Canva, right? Video editing, infographics, logos, a lot of things you can do with Canva. You can even design a certificate on Canva. Absolutely true about choosing a name. Yeah, true. So choose a good name for your business. Wow, this is good. I like it when you talk about color combination. Yeah, definitely. So a lot of people can, mess up their brands, mess up whatever they are doing with a mixture of colors that don't go with each other. I think ladies will understand better when it comes to color combination. I think they know a lot over there than the guys. Will we be using this link every day until the end? Yes, definitely we'll be using this. Why online? To also be able to keep up with trends. Yes, definitely. So you are able to keep up with trends when you are online. Uh, Trends have always been a tool to draw multitudes, definitely. Okay, thank you for those responses. Is it still on or? Um, Please, what do you mean? Sifati, what do you mean by being on? You mean the session? If the session, yes. I think we are just starting. I'm following, understandable, following too. What to know if it's still on? I don't understand. You mean the session? Please let me know what you want to understand if it's still on. The session is still on, and we are just starting. This is just the first pause for questions. I think we still have two more pauses for questions. Are you going to share the lecture on recording? No, actually, we do not share slides, but this is YouTube. You can kindly revisit this platform and and go through the session once again. This is YouTube, so it's saved over here. Okay. All right. So before we go to the next phase of the training, since there are no other questions, I want you to do something for me. Locate the like button, hit it. We on YouTube, right? Locate the the like button, hit it. The thumbs up button, hit it, and the share button, share it. Okay. Please do well to subscribe as well because we are on YouTube. Thank you so much, and let's move to the next phase of the training. Okay, now we are going to learn how to find our target audience. And so, before I forget, we are also on YouTube. A lot of people do complain that, oh, on YouTube, they don't see clearly, right? If you don't get to see clearly, locate the settings button on your screen, click on the settings button on your screen, and then go to quality. When you get to quality, when you get to quality, locate resolution, right? So just for you to see clearly on your screen. So when you click on resolution, you change it to 720, right? So just navigate around, you see what I'm saying, then change it to a clearer view. Okay, but if you are seeing clearly already, no need to do that. Let's just proceed. Let's learn how to find our relevant target audience. That's the next part of the training, right? How do we find our relevant target audience? Now, you know how to get started on having a brand. The next thing is, I have a brand. I am on Facebook, I am on Instagram. So what's the next step? Finding relevant target audience. Now, who firstly, what is a target audience, or who is your target audience? So you have to understand this before you even know how to find them, right? Right? Okay. So now, a target audience is a group of people identified as being likely customers of your business. So those friends of yours, those strangers of yours that are interested in what you're doing, these are your target audience. You're selling clothes, they love your niche, they are target audience. You're selling, cosmetic. You're into cosmetics, and they interact mostly. They engage with your product and services. These are your audience, right? So a group of people identified as being likely customers of your business are known as your target audience. Are we together? And now there are only a few ways to understand our target audience. When you want to understand them, there are only two ways. First, they are being classified under um, under the decision makers and the supporters. So if you want to understand your audience, you have to understand their roles, the decision makers and the supporters. Okay? So who are the decision makers and who are the supporters? I want to give us this example so that we can engage. Okay? Now, the example is this. Let's say I am selling baby product. Okay, let's say I'm selling baby clothings, baby wears, or baby shoes, anything that has to, anything that is needful for babies. I'm into that. Now, let's also assume you have a child. You're the parent. Okay. Now, between the baby and your very self as the parent, who is the decision maker and who is the supporter when it comes to the product I am selling? Who can give me that answer? Remember, I'm selling baby clothing, and whatever I'm selling belongs or is needful for the child and not for the mother or the father, right? Now, between you and the child, who is the decision maker and who is the supporter in this case? Now, this is how to understand the roles of your target audience. Okay. Now, the decision maker is the parent. Thank you so much, Gambule. That's a very good one. Any other response? Let me see. Anybody has a different opinion? Now, there are no wrong answers. Feel always very free to drop your comments. Okay. All right. Gambule says the mother. Okay. Mother. Okay. So I want to know, is the mother the decision maker or is the mother the supporter? Okay. You agree with Campbell. Okay, thank you so much. That's a good one, right? So, for you to understand the roles of your audience, you have to classify them into these two roles: the decision makers and the supporters. So, in as much as the clothes that I'm selling belongs to the child or is needful for the child, but the mother or the parent are the ones to make the decision either to buy or not. Remember, the child cannot buy. So definitely the parent becomes the decision makers. Okay? So you have to always look at who can make the buying decision for my product. Okay? So when you are targeting your audience, who can make the buying decision? Is it the children? Is it the parent? Or is it males? Is it females? Depending on your niche, right? So you have to look into this for you to make your informed decisions. Okay, now, in as much as the parent, in this case, in as much as the parents are the decision makers, don't also forget that the supporters influences the decision making. Now, the parents won't buy this product for themselves. So therefore, the supporters influences the decision making. So when you're targeting, Now you have to know when your primary audience and your secondary audience comes in. Who are you to target first? Is it your primary audience? Is it your secondary audience? Okay. All right. Feel very free to leave your questions in the chat for me. Let's just move on. 6 ways to determine your target audience. First, you have to analyze your customer base and you carry out your client interviews. Okay? Analyze your customer base. Try to find out what do they like? What do they want? Okay? Someone says, I am lost too. Please, why are you lost? How does a child support? I'm lost. I understand the buying, but a child support. A child supports because he influences. He influences. He's a supporter. He influences the decision making. Okay, that's how he supports. He influences without the child influencing the decision making. The parents who are the decision makers will not buy. Are you cleared? Okay. 6 ways to determine target audience. First, analyze your customer base and carry out your client interview. Okay. So you have to analyze your customer base and then you carry out your client interviews. Okay. I hope we are all clear. Please let me know in the chat section. Okay. And then secondly, you have to conduct your market research and identify industrial trends. So you always have to identify what are the things that are trending in my industry. Okay. What are the things that are trending in my industry? Okay. So you have to identify that. Then you have to analyze your competitors. Also analyze your competitors. That's very, very important. So analyze your competitors. You know, by analyzing your competitor, I think I earlier explained that, right? So follow your competitors, try to know the things they are sharing, try to also know how they are engaging on different platforms with your audience because you all are sharing a lookalike audience, right? So analyze them, try to use some platforms, try to see how they are doing, right? Platforms like a Big Spy can analyze your competitor perfectly for you. So all you need to do is copy the link of your competitor site, drop on Big Spy. So Big Spy will analyze your competitor. You'll be able to know the kind of keywords that your competitors are using on their platforms. You'll be able to know what's working out for them and what's not working out for them. Then you can adopt this into your marketing strategy. Okay. Then create personas. Personas are audience profiles. So we will talk more on personas in the next slide. Then define who your audience is and who isn't your audience. Everybody cannot be your target audience. Okay. So you have to define that. Who is your audience and who isn't your audience. Then use analytics. So you can use analytics as well on different platforms. So use analytics to also grow. So now the analytics will present to you a lot of things that you couldn't see physically, right? A lot of things that you don't even know that is happening at the back end of your platforms. So the analytics will present all of these things to you and then you will grow on it. So this is now the audience profile that we were talking about, the customer personas. So create personas based on the right demographics. We look at their age, their gender, their location, their interest, their income, education level, profession, marital status, who they trust, what they want, the book they read, and all of that. So profile your audience so that you can be able to tailor specific information to the right sets of audience. Okay, benefits of developing a strong brand. You are easily recognized. Okay, so it enhances recognition. When you have a strong brand, you can easily be recognized. Look at brands like Facebook, Instagram, and the rest. They are easily recognized. MTN, anywhere they go, they are easily recognized. So building a strong brand will give you a strong recognition. And then you get to increase your brand values. Okay, So having a strong brand, people start valuing your brand. Okay, you get to increase your brand values, and then that customer loyalty comes into play when you have a strong brand. So even if you introduce, let's take for instance, you have a brand and you introduce maybe on your website, you get to introduce an online payment. So people can easily use their card to pay directly through your website. Why? Because you have a strong brand. Look at Facebook today. If you want to run ads, you add your card details, right? On their platform where you get to where Facebook will debit you, right? When you want to run ads on the platform. And some other platforms where you use your card details, Jumia and the rest. You add in all those information. Why? Because you trust them, right? You know that your data, your privacy is well secured, and you will not lose your funds on each of these platforms because you've been able to build a strong brand. Okay, so you can that customer loyalty comes into play when you have a strong brand. Then you can easily introduce new products, right? When you have a strong brand, and people don't get to doubt your product. Why? Because you have already been in the space, and people already trust you, they believe in you, they know what you can do. So whatever you introduce into the space, people will only adopt to it. And then you can attract talent from east, west, north, and south. You get to attract talent. All right, yes, Big Spy, that's it, you're right. Ndibo, you're right. Big Spy. So go to bigspy.com, copy the link. It's from the name Big Spy, right? So you are actually spying spying into your competitors, into your competitors' doings. So what your competitor is doing, you're actually spying into it. So copy, if you have a website, copy the link of your competitor, right? The website link of your competitor, drop it on Big Spy. Big Spy will analyze everything that your competitor is doing. It will show to you the keywords your competitor is using that is working for them. So instead of you to start making to start running a keyword research, right? Just copy those keywords and use, because you guys are in the same industry. Okay, and so many other things that Big Spy is going to show to you. Okay. All right. Any question before we move? This is our second pause for question before we get to the last pause for questions. Any question? Can you go back to the previous question? What was the previous question, please? Please confirm the link. Big Spy. Yes, Big Spy. Just type www.bigspy.com and you have the link. uh, okay, so please, any questions before we move on? I'm still waiting for questions. I'm still looking in the chat, right? So I won't miss out on any question. Olivia, Olivia said, if the child is poor. Okay, I think I didn't see that earlier. I didn't see that coming. Okay, not a question, but also just thank you. This is really helpful. Okay, thank you, Ndibo, as well. Do you have remote opportunities for training? Please clarify that. What do you mean by remote opportunities for training? Let me just understand where you're coming from, right? Think I've gotten it, but not really clear. Refresh your question. Ndibo, please go again. I'm still in the chat. Are Big Spy and others like Canva free? Not all of them are free, right? Not all of them are free. I know of Spy Flu. Spy Flu, I think, is free. I'm not too sure of Big Spy, right? I've not used Big Spy before, but I've used Spy Flu, right? But just try it out to see if it's free or not, right? But actually, not all of them are free. Remote opportunities to work with impactor. Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. No, normally it comes and goes. So when there is a vacancy, I don't even know. Before you know it, someone else is in. But all you need to do to stay updated, follow us on all our channels, right? On LinkedIn, most especially because updates are always there. Then Facebook, Instagram, and X. Then just follow us. When you see an update for a vacancy, just make sure you're early enough. Okay, so let's move on to the last part of the training, where we can generate sales on social media. So let's learn how to generate sales on social media. Okay. Um, all right. So, what is social media? Before we even learn how to generate sales on social media. Now, social media are interactive technologies that allows the creation, sharing, and exchange of information, ideas, interests, and blah blah blah. Blah. You know, leaving the big grammar you're just seeing on the screen. What is social media? These are just tools and channels that we can use to interact, right? We can use to promote our products and services. Now, we can't do this except we are connected to the internet. Don't forget that. So they are channels, they are platforms that we use to interact. Interactive technologies, right? We use them to interact, we use them to communicate, and all of that. That's basically what social media is. As long as we are using them to socialize, right? With our friends, with our families, we post our content on the platform with the help of the internet. That's what basically social media is. Now, marketing comes in when you hear about social media marketing. Marketing comes in when you are now using these channels to promote your content, to promote your services, to promote your product. That's when marketing comes in. And remember, the goal remains the same, to make sales, traffic, awareness, and all of that. Now, benefits of using social media: you reach a large audience. A lot of us, we've already mentioned that, right? We reach a large audience on social media, right? Okay. And secondly, you have direct connection with your customers. Yeah, so your customers can easily drop a message for you at any given point in time because you're on social media. They can call you because you're on social media, right? You can create organic content. What do we mean by organic content? You don't pay any social media platform to post or promote your product. So when you take videos of your product, images of your product, you upload them on the platform without paying. That's organic content. Okay. So when you're on social media, you have that advantage of sharing your product and services on the platform without paying the platform. Then you have access to paid advertising. You can also advertise. Okay, I don't just want to run my content organically. I want to pay to have a faster result. Okay, so you also have access to paid advert when you're on social media. Then you can build your brand from scratch when you're on social media. So you can start by creating your logos, uploading consistently on the platform, and then as you go on, you can now start generating traffic to your website. So if you have a website already, you can attach the link to your social media channels, and there you go. Let's say you have a lot of people visiting your social media platform. From there, they go through your page and they discover that, oh, you don't have maybe a lot of things on your page. They see the link to your website, they click on it, and they navigate to your website. Okay, and you can also evaluate your performance when you are on Facebook. You can evaluate your performance, right? So you can get to visit the insight section of your social media platforms. On Facebook, you have an insight section. On Instagram, you have an insight section. Then X has an analytics section. So this section will present to you what is working out, how people are relating with your content, how your page is performing. So you get this data to have an insight on what you need to do and what do you need to avoid. Okay. So let's look at some social media marketing strategies. You need to develop a strategy for your social media journey, right? And the first thing you need to consider is, what are your goals? What goals do you need to put into place? Okay, what are your goals? I'm coming into social media. I'm making that decision to use X, which was formerly called Twitter, to promote my product and services. So I want to use X as that platform. So the first thing you ask yourself is, what is my goal? Why do I want to use X? Um, what am I going to be doing on X, right? So you have to spell out all these things. You look into the platform, you are just starting, you don't have followers. Okay, the first thing is, I need followers. That's my first goal on X. That's my first goal on Facebook. That's my first goal on Instagram. Okay, I have followers, but I'm struggling to make sales. That's a goal, right? So you need to spell out what your goal is. And then, what type of content do you need to be sharing on these platforms? What type of content do you want to be sharing? Is it video content, image content? Remember that content comes in different forms. Content comes as image content, has video content, has text content. So, what kind of content will I be sharing on my platform? Is it video content? Do my audience relate more to video content than others? You have to spell that out. When will I be posting these things? Is it in the morning, daytime, night? Or I will just be waking up at any given point and be posting, which doesn't really work, right? So you have to spell out, when will I be posting content on this platform of mine? Okay, so what channel will I prioritize? I am on Facebook. I have my brand on Facebook. I have my brand on Instagram. I have my brand on X. But which channel exactly will I prioritize? Okay, you have to spell that out. And lastly, who will create and distribute this content? Who will create this content? If you are on 5, 4, 6 channels, can you manage all of them yourself? Or you need a team, you need assistants who will be doing this? You have to ask yourself all these questions. Okay. And lastly, your budget. How much do you want to invest on these platforms? Okay, make the most out of the internet. Use social media platforms for your own benefit. Use social channels for your own benefit to grow your business. Look into channels that have automated customer service. We look at WhatsApp is one of them. I think one of the most widely used automated customer service platform. Messenger is one of them. Telegram is one of them. Use all these platforms that can assist you even when you are not aware. Uh, when you are not available at the moment, right? Then leverage on some transparent e-commerce platforms that are available, in your region. Jumia is one of them that I really know. Amazon is also there. Leverage on them and boost your product and services. Then use analytics and reports to grow as well. Each of these platforms, they have analytics section. Use them to grow, see how your product is doing, right? See how each of these platforms are doing. How many likes do you have? How many comments do you have? You posted a particular content. It's been 1 week, but you don't have any like, you don't have any engagement. What could be wrong? What am I not doing well? So the analytics will present all these things to you, and with that insight, you can easily grow. Okay, a couple of social media statistics that we have so far. As at 2024, we have Facebook leading the radar, right? Facebook is one of the most used social media channel, and not just most used, but in terms of the numbers, it's winning the space, right? Facebook is number one, and then we have TikTok that is winning in terms of popularity. TikTok is more popular than any other social media channel, but Facebook, in terms of the numbers, Facebook is winning. So you have to also look into these little figures and see which channel will actually work out for you, for your business and for your marketing, right? We have the likes of Instagram, we have the likes of WhatsApp, we have the likes of TikTok, we have the likes of WeChat that are also, channels that a lot of business owners are also using. So look at the one that will actually fit into what you're doing, and then use that, for your marketing. A couple of outstanding social media platforms. We have Facebook, X, formerly called Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram. So a lot of people don't even know LinkedIn. I don't know if there's anybody here who don't know LinkedIn as a social media platform. Just let me know in the chat section. So LinkedIn is also a social media platform, but more professional, in its own way. So a couple of these four we have as outstanding, social media channels. Okay, some questions to consider before starting out the social media, uh, you know, social media marketing journey. What are those questions you need to consider? First, ask yourself, which network do I want to choose? Which network do I want to choose? And or which one do I need to concentrate on, right? So let's say you have 5, 4, 3, 5, 2, or maybe more than that, right? Which one do you need to prioritize and which one do you need to maybe pay more attention to? You have to spell that out. And then what activities do you need to be doing when you get there? What will you be posting? What will you be sharing on these platforms? You have to consider that as well. And then which groups or community do you need to join so that you can, can share your ideas, share your thoughts, share your products also on all of these groups. So you also have to spell that out. No need joining a group that is not related to your niche, right? So you have to also consider that. What kind of reaction do you need to elicit in, in your audience mind? Are most of your content going to be more of pleasure, educative, informative, entertaining? You have to spell that out. And then how much influence do you want to have? And which influencer do you even need to, connect with so far? So spell all these things out and, make your profile stand out. We still have one. Let me just skip this and go to the last part so that we'll conclude finally. Elements of branding. So, what would make you stand out? The name, the logo, your tagline, brand values, brand personality. These are the things you need to consider. The name, I've already talked on that. Logo, same thing. The tagline, what's your tagline? Okay, so you have to have a tagline for your brand. Okay, we have so many taglines. MTN, everywhere you go, that's their tagline. So you also have to pick a tagline that will make people know that, okay, this is your brand values, right? Make sure you have a brand value. Okay, and then your brand personality. If your brand was to be a person, how would people see your brand? Spell these things out, because these are the elements of branding. Tips for building a reputable brand. Stay customer focused is one of the most important tips. Stay customer focused. Okay. This is one of the things that will help you to build a reputable brand. Okay. Don't be jumping up and down. Stay customer focused. So know your audience, know where they are coming from, know what they want, know what they like, right? So if you are in a particular niche, not because you saw something somewhere and you feel, oh, my audience might like this, let me just jump into that. You have to make a research before, right? So you don't just adopt things that are coming from left and right. Stay customer focused. If you discover that your audience are into this and they really love it, it's not bad introducing other things, right? But don't just dump what was working out for you and adopting a new thing entirely. You might start from scratch. Then deliver consistency. Make sure you are consistent, and then be unique. Consistency is one of the things that a lot of brands can do. Today, they post, tomorrow they are no longer available. Today they post, tomorrow they are no longer available. Be consistent, be unique, be different. Don't do what everybody is doing, right? Be authentic, and then communicate clearly. These are the things that will make your brand reputable. All right. Building effective brand communications. Identify your brand core elements, and then define your brand voice, define your visual identity, compile your guide, and train your team. These are just few ways to building an effective brand communication. Identify your brand core elements. What are your brand core elements? We have already spelled that out, right? Identify them, and then define your visual identity. Define your visual identity, okay? And then define your brand voice. What's your brand voice? What does it stand for, right? Okay, so what will people really know when they hear about you? Train your team. If you have a team, train them, compile your guide, pen all these strategies, all these plans, all these things you have, document them, right? Because everybody is going to work according to what is laid down. And let's see how we can build an effective brand communication. Use storytelling to promote your page. You can communicate effectively through storytelling, right? You are telling a story of what you're doing. Let's say you want to make a video about a particular product, so you can maybe make it in a more unique way. The before and after scene, all those things, create them, tell stories. This is where we are, this is how we started doing this is where we have gotten. Upload them on your platform, right? This is an effective way of communicating to your audience when you want to tell them things about updates that are coming into your store and all of that. Use storytelling pattern to share updates on your products and on your services. Then multiple channel strategy. Also check on multiple channel strategy that will work out for you. Okay, determine which platforms your target audience uses the most. Is it Facebook, Instagram? Also see how you can reach them out on these platforms. Then measure and refine. Always measure and refine. Try to see what worked, what didn't work, why it didn't work, why it worked, what you need to apply, and what you need to leave out. Lastly, how to maintain brand reputation. Go for quality and not quantity. Deliver quality. Okay. So the mistake most brands will do is they prefer to deliver a poor quality on a product and get more money than for them to deliver, a good quality of a particular product. Make sure you're true on your products, on your services. Deliver quality. That will make you stand out. That will make you maintain your reputation. Okay. If not, if you keep delivering things that are, not good enough for your audience, very soon you will fade out. Communicate transparency. Be transparent. Don't tell them, oh, if you buy my product, I'm selling this soap. If you buy this soap, you are going to do this, you are going to do that. My soap is one of the best in the world. It's going to transform your life. It's going to give you good luck. You have been hearing people preaching all of that. It's not bad to preach, but be transparent. Let it be true that when they buy it, they are going to go to heaven when they see that product, just as you said. That is very fine. Be transparent. If you know that this thing is not good, tell them it is not good. That is why I am selling it at this cheap rate. Now, if it is good, tell them it is good. That is why I am selling it at this cheap, at this costly rate, right? Be more transparent with them. Okay. Handle issues promptly and wisely, right? So you can be. I know some of us, we have already encountered this challenge. We have encountered it, right? Where customers will come to you complain about a particular product or service, but you yourself, you know that that particular product doesn't have an issue. Handle issues promptly and wisely, right? There are a lot of customers that can give you headache, but just make sure that however you handle issues with them uh, are not a type that you're fighting. we we have brand owners that don't take it kindly too. You give it to me, I give it to you. Don't forget, customers are always right, no matter what. But I know some customers can be very, very annoying, but just handle things wisely and encourage feedback, from them. We have come to our end. We have come to the end of today's session. And what's our next step? Please follow us on all our social media handles: Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, LinkedIn. Please follow us so that you stay updated, right? Okay, thank you so much. Thanks for joining us and being patient. I know I've taken 11 more minutes out of the usual time, if not more. Thanks for still being around. Okay, to answer last questions before we go, does Big Spy work with Facebook link? Yes, I think it has. I've not used Big Spy before, but I've seen someone use it. I think it has a social link. It has social links. Yeah. So you should try it. Just try it and see. Okay. Ndibo also follow Nwa Africa on all social. Yes, definitely. You can do that for Wimbo. I do not know LinkedIn. Only heard of Telegram during COVID. I am also behind. Please try and join us at the front. Okay. Don't be left out. Okay. So we have Telegram, we have LinkedIn. So you can go on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is actually more professional, right? So if you are a professional, if you are working in a professional setting or you are in a professional organization, can decide to use LinkedIn to have a business profile or a personal profile on the platform. It's more like a corporate kind of platform. Okay. Um Yeah, let me see. Hello, Emmanuel. This is I'm representing Owemba. Okay, let me see if that's possible. You're supposed to come up here. Did you use the normal participant link to join? You were, if you were to come up, you were not supposed to use the normal participant link to join. I'm supposed to use the stream link. I don't know if it was shared with you. You are backstaged. Please kindly give me a moment. I think I'm having an issue here. I don't think I can find you. Um, okay, please. Maybe we should we should fix this, and you come up on our next meeting. Is that okay with you? Is that okay? Aggie Benjamin, please let me know. You can come up on our next meeting and then have a word with everyone. I don't know why I can't find you here. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. And yeah. This has been very useful, right? Thank you so much. Thanks, insightful session. Please check your okay. Thank you for the session. Yeah, thank you, everyone. It was good having you all. So sorry for those who joined so early. We actually thought the session was by 11 a.m. So we got to know that the session was by 12 Nigerian time. Okay, so sorry about that. And we hope to keep to the normal time, which is 12. Okay, thank you, everyone. Thank you. And see you all next time. Yes, Adi Benjamin, I couldn't find you. Let's fix this, and in our next session, you can come up. Okay? I don't know why. I don't want to keep everyone waiting. Yes. Oh, thank you, everyone. So do well to have a wonderful day and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.